Hey, today y'all, at this time, family, y'all, may the peace of y'all come upon you when you learn to obey him. This is a very important video at this time. This is Yazadek, the Messiah, coming at you once again, brothers and sisters. I have so much information I want to bring to you, brothers and sisters, concerning our nation. But I'm going to look at this word rebel and rebellion at this time. Because it's so important, brothers and sisters, because many of you already know what y'all said, how you're going to bring us into the wilderness and remove the rebels from our nation. So let's cover this word rebel at this time. It's very important, and we can look at it from the dictionary point of view right here. Right here, it's a rebel right here. We can cover some meanings. It's a rebellious, rebels. Excuse me. I dropped my glasses, reading glasses. It said, let me continue right here. It said rebels. Right here, go down a little bit. See, let me just cover this right here. Say, again, plus bellow, to wage war, bellum, war, to resist authority, government, etc. Openly and by force, to oppose any authority or control, to feel or show strong aversion as his mind rebels at the prospect of such drudgery work, which is talking about hard work. Somebody opposing to hard work. So they rebel. They resist, reject, to obey. See, this is what our people did to y'all, brothers and sisters. Even though our people made a covenant with y'all, they did not want to follow y'all authority. It's every word. Remember y'all told our people, man does not live by bread alone, brothers and sisters, but by every word that proceeds out of the mouth of Yah that we live by. And our people still rebelled against Yah, was opposing to obey Yah. From the priests, the false prophets, and the people, brothers and sisters. Even to this day, you see that, brothers and sisters. When you read Deuteronomy chapter 16, verse 15 to 16, y'all pointed 3 feasts and said, all your families shall attend the feast at the place he appointed his name in the land territory called Yada, in the capital city, Yashalon, that they call Jerusalem. And nowhere else. But what do our people do today, brothers and sisters, in captivity all over the earth? They keep all of these different feasts all over the earth, brothers and sisters. That's a straight up act of rebellion. Opposing authority, the control of Yah. That our people agree to, brothers. This is what our people blatantly do, brothers and sisters. And they give every reason they can find in their own thinking to oppose Yah. See, these are the rebels of Yah, brothers and sisters. Yeah, some of these people is your mothers, your uncles, your aunt, your teachers, your fathers. They teach you these things, brothers and sisters. This is a rebellion against Yah. I'm telling you this in love that you may take time to see these things and repent. Y'all words ain't going to change for you, brothers and sisters. Because you cannot explain for Yah what he said as an order and his command. Opposing to Yah. And think Yah going to accept you. He's not going to accept you, bro. I'm telling you. Now, he didn't accept our people when they came with the foul animals, crippled, lame. Go read Micah, what they call Malachi, y'all. I mean, what they call Malachi. Go read Malachi chapter 1, brothers and sisters. They brought sick, blind, lame animals and presented all Abiyah. And y'all told me that if you do this, and you don't bring the perfect ones like I asked you to, I command you to, I'm going to reject you. And to this day, our people are still rejected by Yah. And then he said he's going to bring us home and clean us up. And we're going to make atonement to him. We'll clean animals. And then he said he's going to accept us. You can find that in chapter 43, verse 18 to 27, in the prophet book of old Ezekiel. Go there and read it, brother. It's all there documented. But brothers are going to reject this for what European taught them. So let me cover this rebellion real quick. Since a rebellion, right here, rebellion, see, rebellion, an act or state of armed, open, resistant to authority, see, government, etc. A defiance of opposition to any control. A rebelling. They got synonym, basically saying they're going to give you some more information dealing with rebellion. So these are things we got to look, and these are things we got to think about, brothers and sisters. Also, when we go back to Yah, because Yah said we're going to go and depend on him. I'm going to cover all these things, how we're going to learn you're going to learn to, when we get organized, to depend on Yah. Because right now, majority of Yah people depending on other nations for their finances, for their food, for their clothes and shelter. Brothers and sisters. But Yah going to show you through his Messiah. That way say his Messiah is coming to organize you. To get you in line with Yah again. Where you won't have to rebel against Yah. And where you will depend on Yah. And don't have to depend on the other nation. Because Yah promised. He said he's going to make us rich. He's going to give us our land back. He's going to restore our health. Our crops. So we will never have to depend on anything from our enemies, brothers and sisters. Again. Even though they're going to come and give it to us willingly. But we ain't not going to be dependent on them. We're going to depend only on Yah, brothers and sisters. But the enemy ain't going to like this. They're going to hate, but they can't stop us. But they ain't going to like us separating from them, brothers and sisters. So they're going to look at us as, and dress us as rebellious, rebels against their alliance, against their government, their organization. Because that's all the government is, organization. They got a system. They're united. The white thing they call it the United States, brothers, since they got organized, they made an agreement to walk in a certain way with each other. To carry out a plan of the Pope, or the King and Queen of England, all as well. So all that is part of their system, brothers and sisters. So keep it in mind, they ain't gonna like that. But when they come against us, they coming against y'all. Now they're rebelling. Remember, in act of rebellion. Let's look at this word act of rebellion again. See, it's an act or state of armed, open, resistant to authority or government. See, they're going to come to you, the government of Yah, openly, with a resistant force to try to stop you from separating from them. That's what you got to keep in mind, brothers and sisters. When we come back as a nation of Yah, to be restored to Yah. But Yah said if they try to stop us from separating and returning home, he's going to destroy them. He said that's when he's going to step in. So I warned the United States of America to try to come openly to resist, to rebel against the government of Yah. Preparing to be restored again. Yah gonna deal with you. That's a fact. Because you're rebelling against the nation of Yah. Yes, we coming in the meeting at Winyard Bay that I'm going to cover more and more until that time comes. You can dress it the way you want to dress it. Rebelling, resisting, anything. It doesn't matter. You're rebelling against Yah. Because we coming to restore our nation that was carried away in as captives, brought to the land of America in the 1500s, and Central America in the 1600s, and the Caribbean Islands in the 14 and 1500s, brothers and sisters. But they said they set us free in 1865, 1863, somewhere around that period of time. But they never returned us where they picked us up from, brothers and sisters. How can you set a people free that came to the place as cargo slaves? But tell them you free, but we still in the same land. That's been held captive. That's a captive slave. They make up all kind of laws of your laws against the captive people. And jail them. Got so many in jail, incarcerated by your laws. All of me is your laws, but not our laws. Once we wake up and realize we never was a part of your government. We came here by force. And you killed many for rebelling. Because, see, this is when you come in the act of, I'm telling you, family, you become an act of rebellion against their government when you and when your parents sign these birth certificates as citizens, brothers and sisters. Still a citizen slave. You still, but when you turn to Yah, all that nullifies all of that. Once you come back to your true nation and accept your true nation and reorganize and be restored back to Yah, brothers and sisters. That's important to meet these brothers and sisters, to get organized, to be identified and recognize who we are and walk in the principles and Torah of Yah, brothers and sisters. Because we're going to restore this government of Yah. And no one would never be able to stop the government of Yah. There's going to be only a death sentence to them. These are the words of Yah I give you, brothers and sisters. It's there. He said, if they try to stop you from separating and returning back to me in the land that I took you from and caused you to be scattered all over the earth, Yah said He's going to step in on them. So do not fear, brothers, to come down at that place. They got snipers or whatever. The Father will destroy them people. So brothers, sisters, prepare your mind. I got more videos I can talk about much, but get into the word rebellion and look at it on both sides. When they come to you as a nation, and you know you're a nation, they're rebelling against Yah nation. So you let them also know, when you come to me with open arms, you're rebelling against the nation of Yah. We got to let them know that, brothers and sisters. I'm going to get more to these things as I go on. So with that, I say Toda Yah.